The Toyota Fortuner has proven to be one of the most capable family off-roading vehicles out there, but now with the GR badge, it just might be one of the sportiest as well. What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and today we'll be looking at the Toyota Fortuner GR Sport. So starting off with the front end, you'd notice that it still offers some sort of similarities to the model it's based upon, which is the Fortuner LTD, with the exception, of course, that GR badge right there and this more aggressive bottom lip. Now, it's got full LED headlamps and fog lamps, which I think you'd definitely enjoy. Plus, this Toyota badge has this smoke cover to it that gives it a more sleek and stealthy look. Now, the side profile of the Fortuner GRS again offers a little difference from the Fortuner LTD, except of course those 18-inch GRS mags, and if you look closer, those red calipers also has that GR badge to it. Now, I've never been a fan of the rear end of the Fortuner ever since it was released, but with this variant, the Fortuner GRS definitely gives you a more interesting look, and especially love these LED tail lamps that give you this tuning fork design that I really dig. Sequential turn signals in the back and the front, so no need to head over to the aftermarket. Toyota's got you covered. It's also got the blacked out diffuser-like design at the bottom and this all-new two-tone spoiler. But check this out. It's also got power tailgate, giving you access to all this space in the back, especially with the third row seats folded up this way. Right, so we're behind the wheel of the Toyota Fortuner GRS, and yeah, I gotta say that after driving the Toyota Hilux GRS, this is definitely something else. You know the difference between trucks and SUVs, right? So we got trucks right there, they're really stiffer, they ride harder than SUVs, but SUVs, they're aimed at a more loftier crowd. But since you're in the market for a GRS, you're definitely looking for something more sporty, but something else that can bring the family along. So under the hood, you have the same 200 horsepower and 500 Nm torque, 2.8 liter turbo diesel engine. All right, so you know, it definitely, since it's an SUV, it's less bouncy, and I'd say it's more comfortable and more forgiving at my spine, but it still has the same GRS modification. You know, the monotube shocks, which gives it a more pliant ride and gives it a little bit more off-roading credibility. So you know what I told you last time about monotube shocks? They have bigger pistons inside them. They can contain more oil, so yeah, it's easier. They're more durable, easier to maintain than regular shocks, and of course, get that sporty feel that we're all looking for. All right, so as far as performance goes, you have the same fancy red brakes with GR badging, and the difference is instead of having drum brakes in the rear, you've got disc brakes as well. And hey, check that steering out. I always like some road feel when it comes to steering, and this definitely has that in spades. Oh, speaking of steering, you got to check the steering wheel out. It's decked in leather with red stitching, and of course, mandatory GR badge for all GRS models. And this one, it's got this red divot on top, so you know exactly where you're going. It's legit rally cred right here. But you know, the Fortuner has always been about comfort, safety, and sportiness. So yeah, this definitely delivers in my book. So the seats are decked in leather, and they've got this nice suede inserts in the middle. They're really comfortable, they're really soft and supportive, which is very important. They feel like bucket seats. And these are the things that you actually have to take into consideration if you're buying these types of models, the top of the line models, the special GRS models, because they're not just a badge, they're not just marketing hype that Toyota is trying to force down your gullets. I'd say that it has enough toys and features to at least, you know, make it worth your while. Of course, make it worth your hard-earned cash. Inside, you got an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, but this time it's tuned by JBL. You got your JBL tuned speakers, tweeters up there. You got extra speakers on top. Apart from the tweeters, it's amazing. You gotta try it yourself. I mean, what Toyota is trying to achieve with the Toyota GRS, especially with the Fortuner GRS, is that instead of having to trouble yourself with aftermarket parts, for example, you saw the sequential taillights outside, right? So instead of having to trouble yourself with aftermarket parts, finding the right body kits, finding the right seats, having to fit inside, they just give it to you out of the factory. And if you're into modifying your cars and personalizing your cars, or understanding the particular heritage behind the vehicle, these things matter. So down the line, whether you plan to keep your Fortuner GRS or not, it's definitely going to have some value, either to yourself or to others. So yeah, that's it. So since this is based on the top-of-the-line Fortuner LTD, this only comes with in a 4x4 variant. So if you're looking for a 4x2 variant, of course you won't find it, because the GRS badge is only meant for the top of the line. I'm glad to say that this does have a rear locking diff. You off-roading guys seem to be looking for that, and you're up in arms whenever a four-wheel drive car doesn't have electronic locking diff. Well, I'm glad to report that this definitely does have that, and it works like a charm. It also has everything that comes with four-wheel drive variant, like hill descent control. Of course, you have this stability control and some features here. This dial right here to switch between drive modes. Let's talk about safety. So safety features include, well, airbags. You got airbags, ABS, and electronic brake force distribution, but a little bit something extra this time. It's got Toyota Safety Sense. That's right, Toyota Safety Sense, which is Toyota's suite of active and passive safety features to ensure a safer drive. So what does that mean? A few key features of Safety Sense include forward collision warning, emergency braking, of course lane keep assist and lane departure warning. What that does is that it uses cameras up front to make sure that you're still keeping your lane. And if you're starting to drift out of your lane, it's going to start to warn you. And of course, it's going to actively steer the steering wheel back to the middle line and make sure that you're safe. Of course, it's not going to be too obtrusive. You still have control over your steering wheel. It's just going to give you some sort of suggestion steering you back. Now, it also has 360 cameras, so to make sure that you know how to park this right, especially in tight places. I can't say how important that is, especially in a SUV of this size. So the Fortuner GRS is available in two colors. You've got white and black, basically, but they're both priced the same, 2,509,000 pesos. Now, if you're considering the Toyota Fortuner and you're thinking to yourself, what, the price seems to be quite steep. Admittedly, it is quite steep, but you have to consider what you're getting over the previous top-of-the-line model, the Fortuner LTD. Of course, you've got the GR badging everywhere. You've got GR body kits, the seats, the steering wheel, of course, the upgraded shocks and all that. If those things matter to you, then I definitely think that the Toyota Fortuner GRS might just be your thing. So there you have it, folks, the Toyota Fortuner GRS. What do you think? I think it might be, like I said, just one of the sportiest SUVs out there, but I want to hear from you. Hit us in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, like our channel and subscribe to us, and make sure that you hit that notification icon so that you are updated whenever you upload a new video. Once again, it's Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph. I'll see you guys next time.